Alright, this is part 35 of my Masochist series. I made a second deck here to kind of test this out. I put in some of the Ogdoadics because I noticed last session I got my second copy of this card, Naya. And I was wondering if there's anything I could do with it, and it turns out there is. So I could have Naya dump Curse. Then I can reborn Curse by attributing something on the field. Then Curse reborns Naya. And then Naya's effect triggers and then lets me add Ogdoadic Calling. And that seemed like the best combo I could do with the Ogdoadic cards I have. Like, this is the other spell or trap I have that I could have searched. But I mean, technically I could use this to set up a rank 4. Technically. I could also see if there's actually any decent reptiles just in general I have that are level 4. I guess that can technically revive any of them. But this other one I got, the Calling, it just makes 2 tokens, so that sets up a link 4 very easily. Let's see here. I mean, I guess this actually isn't too bad of an effect if we have a level 8 reptile that's decent. The rest of these I don't think are any good. I guess just to see, we're gonna check if there's any decent level 8 reptiles. Not really. Not that we have. But maybe I do actually do this. You can summon a monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, and target one reptile monster in your graveyard with a different original attribute than that monster. Special summon it. In the main phase, I mean, this part doesn't come up too much. I can just Foolish a reptile, which is okay. I guess maybe that's not too bad. It's actually not too bad now that I read this. Maybe. Although this kind of does that on its own anyway. But it has the downside, it lets my opponent reborn something. Like, if I'm going first, this doesn't matter, because they're not going to reborn anything except, at worst, a hand trap. Maybe I do this instead. I mean, this is better for Link plays, this is better for Xyz plays, I suppose. If we look at the attributes we have here, we have quite a spread. And then we would be wanting to reborn the dark one most of the time, obviously. Hmm. Not sure. I guess we'll test it out, and like I'll see if I felt like it would have been better to have the other one or not. All right. Let me go ahead and make sure my Twitch doesn't seem like it's working right. So let me reopen this up. But yeah, the difference between these two decks, basically I cut out some of the cards I felt were too impactful right now. I took out Closed Forest, Succession, and I also took out Foolish Return. Like, these all obviously have their uses, and they have won me games, but I think in this meta, with Mitsurugi being the main thing, the Closed Forest doesn't do anything against Mitsurugi. They don't play field spells. And, like, I guess there's other decks that, like, do, like Orchist, but Orchist would still beat me without their field spell being real. Because all their field spell does is just let them turn their graveyard into quick effects, right? Yeah. It just turns their graveyard into quick effects. Like, they love having the field spell, but, like, they're still gonna beat me without that. Like, they're still gonna beat me without that. But I took out Closed Forest for that other deck. Succession, like, yeah, it's good. It just lets me reborn something, but it's a bit awkward. Because it feels more like a late game card. Or it can be a card I use to combo into like a Link Climb, but a lot of the times I don't go for that. So it often just kind of stick to my hand and did nothing. And like, probably Foolish the Return is probably the one that I was the most hesitant to take out, because this one's actually come up a lot. But it also does nothing against certain decks anyway. So I figured I'll just take it out for now. I could also take out the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. That was something I was considering too, since Naya is a dark. So it does conflict a bit. I might do that if I find it conflicts too much. But otherwise, I think I'll leave it the way it currently is. I have been finding the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors do conflict with Kragan. That's also another thing. So, if I find it conflicts even more, maybe that's where I swap out and like I'd put back in maybe Closed Forest and Foolish Return. But let's go get to the games. I'm curious to see how this works. I did not try this out whatsoever. I didn't even go into casual to test it or solo mode. So let's see. I think we should be able to hit plat today. The main thing I like about this little engine is that I can basically, in theory, I can turn like any monster into a level 4 and also like another body on the field, right? Basically. So like, let's say I have Leaf Place. If I don't need a Leaf Place on the field, I could just turn it into basically a level 4 in another body. So I could use that for a rank 4 play. I could use that to climb up, because it basically turns one link into 2 links worth of material. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna lose here. I might stick this out because I have Clashing Souls. Yeah, I'll stick it out and see if I can win with Clashing Souls. If I didn't have Clashing Souls in hand, I probably would have just surrendered and went on to the next game, but I do have... Oh, wait, that's it. That was all he did. Okay. Okay. A little suspicious. Thinking. We're gonna try this out first. See if he's got Ash or whatever. Fine. I barely ever go into him. What's this do? You can special one of your non-Xyz cash tier monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. That's going to be an issue. That's also really bad. If your opponent activates a spell card effect and you control Kashtira, you can target 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them face down. That's all terrible. Is it target 3? Okay, it has to target 3. Okay. I guess I should have just done this, then. Yeah. I guess I should have started off with this, that's fine. This is very low attack. No point to put it in an attack position. Okay. Yeah, that's also the other issue I thought would come up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we lose at this point anyway. Because now he doesn't have anything in attack position, which is, of course, my own fault, but... I was trying to work around the continuous spell there. I guess if I use the continuous spell Ogdoadic, that would also let me go into a Mech City Avermax a lot easier too. Yeah, maybe I should just use the continuous spell. Now that I think about it more. Because if I'm just using Curse, then the only way I get the Reborn is if I just use the Curse's ability to Reborn the level 4, right? Which gives my opponent their own Reborn, too. But the continuous spell doesn't do that. So maybe I do that. Maybe that's what I should do. Like, it just lets me turn basically any monster in my hand into a special summon. So long as they are in dark, right? In theory, which is actually pretty decent. We know they have the Omni-Negate trap. Is this Balan Boxer's Mitsurugi? Or wait, could it be Balan Boxer? No, could it be Mitsurugi Infernoble? Jeez, it's old. Yeah, it's old. It actually is Infernoble Mitsurugi. With mechanical stuff. Okay. Wow. You know what? I don't think I can win, so let's just surrender. We'll take a look at their deck. This is actually pretty interesting. This is actually pretty interesting. They were cooking. $60-card deck. Wow, they just... okay. Wow, okay, they have a Spiral in here too. Magician Souls. I mean, he will put a lot of Magician Souls into lots of things, frankly. Oh, right, to summon out Spiral Master Plan. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's... they only have one Mechanco. Okay. Wow, their deck is something. Holy shit. Alright. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I actually am going to swap out the trap for the continuous spell. I think I actually misread the continuous spell originally, because I was thinking, like, this is only good to, like... oh, I can send Curse to the graveyard and then special summon the other one, which is like... why'd I even do all that effort, right? But it doesn't have to be like a reptile I send, which I think was what I thought it said originally here. It just has to be any monster in my hand or field, which is a lot more versatile. So let's go ahead and swap this out. Like, it's not a +1, but it is... basically, I can turn any monster in my hand into a special summoned level 4, which is good enough. Or even a monster on my field like the Leaf Place that keeps coming back. Did I hit the lost button? I don't remember. Let me check here. Okay, I did hit the loss. Oh, we have Redoer. Or we could go for Michaelis. Yeah, let's go for Michaelis. Yeah, I have no point to special summon that out. We're gonna activate the effect. See if he gets scared and then uses an effect veiler on it or an imperm. Go for Michaelis. I always like Michaelis more just because she thins the deck over Utopia. And then we'll have 2 interrupts, which is nice. Okay. And one of those interrupts is an Omni Negate, which is very nice. I mean, our opponent looks like they're probably a Blue Eyes player with a 56 card deck, 15 card extra deck. They have all the Blue Eyes accessories. However, their name is Buster Blader, which is kind of ironic since Buster Blader is racist against dragons, as we all know. Yeah, the only issue with this spell is that obviously on its own is kind of just useless. I guess they're playing Dark Magician? I can't afford to hit it, because you could just like normal summon fucking Rod after this and it doesn't even matter or whatever, right? Special summon this card. Okay. Go ahead. Because you can play this engine in other decks too. It might not be specifically Dark Magician. Okay. We are gonna negate this. Don't want that sticking around. Okay. I'm gonna toggle on. Guess not. Wishes for Eyes of Blue. He already had one. I mean, fair enough, it is a +1. Ultimate Fusion, okay. Cyberman the Legend. I'm gonna toggle on, yep. Okay. Three Blue Eyes in the deck. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and book the blue eyes so he can't do... I can't target it, fuck. I forgot. Fucking... True light. We'll just do that, I suppose. We know he has Ultimate Fusion in hand. But he can still do that too, if he wanted to. Of course, if you see them equipped that way, they're gonna go for this. I mean, I'm gonna pop this. It won't destroy this, sadly. Yeah. Why are they... Why are you doing that? The only graveyard effect I have is Dragon's Mind. I guess I should go for Adente, so I'm going to toggle on here. Okay, that's a triple Omni Negate. Fuck that. We've lost. I always forget the True Light protects the blue eyes. I always forget that. What's this silly card game? It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! How you doing, Iggy? You're right. That's good to hear. Okay, we've probably lost this duel. We're just getting very tough opponents today. I mean, I'm still in gold, so it makes sense, but once I hit Plat 5, it'll probably be easier. I've been losing all my coin flips, too. I haven't won a single coin flip yet. Although I've been drawing Clash of Souls a lot, at the very least. Okay. They just surrendered or lost connection. They just surrendered. Okay, they must have had a very bricky hand. I will take it. Let's see what we get here. Spiral Reborn. Target one level 7 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you special summon a Gaia the Dragon Champion by this effect, your opponent cannot target it and cannot be destroyed. Okay. Drac Monolith. Attack all monsters your opponent controls. The Teller Knight Procyon. If this card is summoned, you can send one Teller Knight monster from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. We don't have enough cards. We don't have enough Teller Knights to make that useful. Tribute Boral Cooling, Tribute 1 Rocket. We don't have enough rockets. Ice Jade Erosion. You can target one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy one Ice Jade monster you control, and if you do, negate the targeted card's effects until the end of this turn. If a face-up water monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card, except by being destroyed, you can add to your hand or special summon one Ice Jade monster from your deck. You don't have enough Ice Jades. Marinsis Bubble Ring. When a monster declares an attack, negate the attack, and if you do, special summon one Marinsis Crystal Heart from your extra deck or graveyard. Interesting. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and then target one Link 2 or higher Marinsis monster you control. It can attack a number of times each battle phase this turn, up to its Link rating. Also, your opponent takes no damage from attacks involving it this turn. Okay. I don't think we have the card on here anyway, but even if we did, it's kind of a battle trap. It's not that useful. Red Eyes Baby Dragon. This card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. You can special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. If you do, equip this card from the graveyard to it. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can add one level 1 dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Not that useful. Dark World Puppetry. Target up to 3 cards in any graveyards, banish them, then discard one Fiend monster during your main phase. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one of your banished Fiend monsters, add it to your hand. Okay. Nothing too useful there, unfortunately. Counter. In Dangerous Machine Type 6, I am not going to go gambling. Why, Dragonhead, Perform a Pal Radish. This is actually pretty good for us, yeah. Yeah, this is actually very good for our Pendulum deck. Because this is a plant pendulum. We could link it off for the Link 1 Sunseed. That actually kind of generates some advantage there. Let's see the effect. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, and one Perform a Pal monster you control. That opponent's monster loses an attack equal to the attack of that Perform a Pal monster you control. Okay, so just a minus 500 attack if we use this, basically. If your opponent controls a special summon monster and controls at least as many monsters as you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on each player's field. Oh, I was looking at the pendulum effect. Okay, no, that makes sense. Never mind. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on each player's field. Until the end of this turn, that opponent's monster loses attack equal to this card's attack, and if it does, that monster you control gains attack equal to this card's attack. Okay. So this is actually not bad. This could be very good for the Pendulum deck. Cocoon Party and Rasetsu. When this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can reveal one spear monster from your hand, except Rasetsu, then target one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls. Return that target to the hand. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect. That sucks. Okay. I mean, the Radish Horse is good for the Pendulum deck. I'm going to go ahead and add that in right now. And I should also, with this being added in here now, I should add in the Sun Avalon. This card, yes. Because this card works very good with the this card as well. I'll probably take out this card. We basically have to make this entire deck pendulums for this to work out. Oh. Right, let's see here. Caster? Let's take out Catastor. Alright, let's get back to dueling. Our opponent is Dr. Jupy. Would be nice if I could go first. I keep on losing these goddamn coin flips. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of the issue I was worried about. Oh my god, Jet Dragons. Fucking Jet Dragon. Terrible. Ugh. Okay, and they got Maxi, because of course they have Maxi. Of course they do. They didn't even have the decency to put this guy in the center column, so I can't even steal him. And then he's just gonna reborn this thing. If I give him a reborn. Okay, fuck it. Let's just go off. Send that to the graveyard. You choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. Okay, it doesn't even matter then. Alright, it doesn't even matter who I target then, I'll just do that. Okay. Fucking bot. What do they got? What do they got? There's only 3 summons. Oh, they're just choosing. Why do they choose that? Okay, that was very stupid of them. Ash. Fucking Ash. Of course it's Ash. Alright. Let's see. Now I can't make a link for... I could have earlier, now I can't. But this engine's not that bad, actually. And I think it's probably better if I use the continuous spell just so I can make a link for like this. Because yeah, I did give my opponent a reborn, but having a link for is actually a pretty good out. Because Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax does do a lot against this board. If he didn't have the Ash and the fucking... Well, if he didn't have the Maxi to draw him into the Ash, then we would have actually had a decent answer for this board. So I'm actually liking this little Ogdoadic engine I put in here. Just my opponent had to have the 2 of Maxi. I'm also curious, what was up with this guy? Why did he surrender? Wow, okay. It's just... Ice Barrier. That's probably why they surrendered. They're playing Ice Barrier. Fair enough. Ice Barrier, Ice Jade stuff, I guess. They had the fucking... They had the 1 of Maxi in their 60 card deck. Oh my god. And they only had 2 Ash Blossoms. Wow. Okay, that is so... That's so bullshit. They even played the bad Chaos Dragon. They played the bad Blue Eyes Chaos. That is so infuriating to lose to. I just lost to fucking Maxi there. That's actually what I lost to, which is so annoying. Like, legitimately, if he didn't have Maxi, like, what was he gonna do? Okay. Let's see. We have our Genesis Dragon and also Dragon's Mind, so it's best if we go for... You also have Maxi, sir? Basically do, okay. That's whatever. He's only gonna draw 1. That's not as bad. But I have a pretty good turn 1 here. I finally gotta go first, so that's nice. Yeah, he gets an upstart, basically. We have quite a lot of interrupts here. What do you got? Droll? Go ahead, droll me. I don't care. That's the only searching I'm doing this turn. Do it. Droll me. Ah. You coward. Alright. I mean, unless they're playing a Link deck, and I swear they always play a Link deck when I have this card, we have a pretty good board here. I don't think there's that much they could do. I guess they could have Lava Golem, or they could have that, fair enough. What else do you have? Okay. Probably gonna banish this. I mean, that's the only target. Yeah, that literally is the only target, which is annoying. Unfortunate. It is where it is. He's gonna crash them. Okay. Okay. I will activate Dragon's Mind. We'll go ahead and set it here. What's he gonna add? Fair enough. I thought he might be doing that. Okay. Nice. Only issue is I don't actually want to give this up. I might just normal summon this and just get the Ogdoadics spell, frankly. Yeah, fuck it, might as well. If I give him a reborn, he's gonna get this. I guess he doesn't get the effect for it, but it's still a big body. Or he can get this, which is a Dragon Maid name, so you can swap it out or whatever. Fucking hiccups. Game? Are you gonna let me normal summon, game? Why are you taking so long for that? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. Oh, they gave an animation for Drone Lock. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Anyway. I'm not gonna bother using it. But if he does send something to the graveyard, should I even let him do this? You could summon this back, and then what? Then I can't kill that. I can't do any damage to him. Then he special summons this for more advantage. I think I have to stop this here. Otherwise, he's just gonna get so much advantage here. We toggle on. Draw phase, we declare fusion. He probably just drew that. Let's go just activate this in response. Fusion. Now, the reason why I did that now is because they can contact fuse from the graveyard. So, didn't want that to go through. TK vs World, I guess? We're gonna activate this. How are you doing? Yeah, so we're gonna go foolish out this guy because we don't want to draw him. Dude, can I ask you a question? Will you play against me in Yu-Gi-Oh? Sorry, but that's not really what I do for this stream. I just do, my own Yu-Gi-Oh challenge. Well, not my own, but I do my Masochist challenge here. And I don't actually do any games against viewers, unfortunately. Since I'm doing a challenge run, I try to keep it about ranked and stuff. So, sorry about that. This is the new one for the chamber one. Dragon Fusion monsters you control can be destroyed by opponent's card effects. You can discard this card, special summon Dragon Maid monster from your graveyard or banishment. In the battle phase, you can return this card to the hand. If you do, special summon level 4 or lower Dragon Maid monster from your hand. We've probably lost at this point, I imagine. But I am liking the Ogdoadic engine I've got here. Yeah, go ahead, fucking summon out the ban card, asshole. Do you want to use the effect? Do you wanna? You wanna? Doesn't this, like, literally get banned tomorrow or something? Isn't it literally getting banned tomorrow? Yeah, if I had the continuous on the field, I actually could have made a rank 4. But yeah, I think it actually is good, this little engine I have here. What can I do? This is 2400, yeah. I can make a link to and try. Yeah. When does that ban list go through? Because I'm tired of seeing Apollo USA. I'm tired of seeing her. When does that actually go through? November 7th. Okay, so it's in 2 days. It's always like so tilting to see a card you know is going to get banned just being blatantly abused against you. Wow, this is a hand. Holy shit. If only I was going first. If only I was going first. Oh well. I could actually save the Buzzsaw Shark for an extra follow-up. Because I can make Kraken out of Scion, and the fish I summon off Buzzsaw Shark. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got full combo here, so we've probably lost. I think this deck tries to make at least 2 Omni Negates, which would be an issue. Maybe the field spell. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control a Centurion. You can only use during your main phase. If this card is activated this turn, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Place 1 Centurion monster from your deck in your space in your spell and trap zone. If a monster is special summoned, you can immediately after this effect resolve. Synchro summon 1 synchro monster using Centurions. Okay. Okay. I mean, this hand's like full gas, which is kind of the only reason I'm even willing to stick this out a bit. Is that, like, this is full gas, honestly, with a strong floodgate. Okay. Well, that's their turn. That was actually pretty fast. Face of cards in your spell and trap zone cannot be destroyed. You can add 1 Centurion during the end phase. You can place 1 of your non-synchro Centurion monsters that is banished during your graveyard. Okay. So... I think we just go for... Okay, they're just going for it. Okay. They just want to immediately synchro summon. Fair enough. Crimson Dragon. Cosmic Blazer Dragon. Isn't this an Omni Negate? You can banish this card until the end phase to activate 1 of these effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. When your opponent would summon a monster, negate the summon. If you do, destroy that monster. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate the attack, then end the battle phase. Okay. I honestly think I can work through this, though. Like, I think I can work through this. We had to bait it out. So we had to do something threatening, like Diamond Dire Wolf. Like, the only thing I have here that's generic removal in the main phase. So I had to go for it. And thankfully I've yet to normal summon. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna Buzzsaw Shark. Summon 1 from the deck. We're gonna pick Grimora. We're gonna Scion. Activate. Target. Man, I always get the half attack when I want the negate. Whatever. It is where it is. This is banished until the end phase? Yeah, it's actually annoying. Yeah. Okay. have to set this here. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of Kragan, which sucks. Because if I just use this, they're just gonna negate that, and then we're just shit out of luck. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. He negates it. But now I can use this freely. Wow! He had the counter trap the entire fucking time. Did he search it? He might have searched it, I just didn't realize it. It was pretty... He went through his combos very fast, honestly. He did add it. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we lost here, but I think I put up a pretty decent fight. If I was able to work through his stuff a little bit better, we probably would have been actually just fine, honestly. But yeah, the fucking Omni Negate's just gonna keep on generating advantage. If I was able to stick the Ghost in match, I could make sure that doesn't come back, but he got rid of it. Yeah, if I could keep that Ghost in match on the field, maybe I could make it work, but he got it. He got it. Yep. If I went first with that hand, though, he would have been completely screwed. Like, legitimately, I don't think he would have anything he could do. Unless he just, like, hard opened Harpy's Feather Duster or something. Okay, we're gonna Sage. Okay. I literally do not care about that, man. I do not care about that. Go -1 as much as you want. Do I spin out Deep Sweeper? No, I'll keep it in hand. We got a spell card. That's nice. I'm so used to just getting monsters off a Redoer. They got evenly. Nice. Okay. Alright. Alright. So they're playing Kashtira with Ghost Second cards, even. Ghost Second Kashtira, surprisingly. Ogre is an annoying card. Okay. How? Oh, right, that's actually true. He could banish them. That does kind of suck with that. Fair enough, yeah. Big Eye, that's stupid. Go for it, buddy. Okay. Does he have Ash? Okay, it's smart if he has Ash. If he doesn't have Ash, this is stupid. Okay. It was stupid. Because now he lost, like, a lot of his onboard presence here. That's what he was going for, okay. Really? I mean, he's probably gonna pick this, just because I can't do much with this. Unfortunately, I lost Buzzsaw Shark, which is one of my main sort of combo pieces. Like, what top deck would help me out here? That doesn't. If I get a trap, that would work out. I got a trap. Hell yeah, okay. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And stuff goes to the graveyard again now, which is nice. So then this would trigger and get a lot of damage in here. He's pretty low on cards. I mean, we got the best top deck off a Redoer, basically. Yeah. It blows up, but it's fine. It searches another card now. It replaces itself. Would have been nice if I could turn it into an Xyz, but it's still 2,000 damage, which is a lot, to be fair. They surrendered. We just got a clean, honest win there. We just got a clean, honest win. My opponent misplayed, and I won. It's simple as that. That was a nice game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't even have any floodgates. That was just a really honest, clean win. Dweller in the Depths is useless. Shaddoll Zephyr Core. You cannot pendulum summon monsters except Shaddoll and Zephyr monsters. That automatically means it won't go into the pen deck, basically. If this card is pen summoned or sent to the graveyard, you can target one Zephyr card in your pen zone, except Shaddoll Zephyr Core, special summon it. I mean, that's not bad of an effect, honestly, but I'd have to run a lot of Zephyr cards. I don't think I have many. Xyz Shift. Okay, this is a card I can search off of the Xyz, the other Xyz spell card I have. Should be one Xyz monster. Special summon from your extra deck one monster with the same type, attribute, and rank as that attributed monster had on the field, but with a different name. If you do, attach this card to it as a Xyz. During the end phase, send it to the graveyard. Okay. That sounds mostly useless. Libromancer Firestarter. It's a Cyberse Ritual. Hold on. If this card is ritual summoned by using monsters on the field, it cannot be destroyed or banished by card effects. That's actually neat. Gains 200 attack/defense each time your opponent activates a card or effect while you control this card with attack less than 3,000 in the monster zone. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because I have that rank 4 that lets me add a Cyberse Ritual to the hand and then just immediately, like, ritual summon it. This is a Cyberse Ritual. I'll have to think about this. Because this has protection and it becomes big. It's legitimately like a kind of like... Yeah, that's actually interesting. It has protection, cannot be destroyed or banished by card effects. Each time my opponent activates a card effect, this just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. I could try it out. Perform a Pal Trump Witch. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. Not bad. You can tribute this card at 1 poly. Okay. Gunkin Sushibiku, I think that's our second copy. Knight Beetlejuice. Second copy. Rocket Caliber. You can special summon this card from your hand to your zone. A Dark Link monster points to. You can tribute this card, special summon Dark Dragon or Machine monster from your hand except Rocket Caliber. Okay. I'll have to think about the Libromancer card. Because that's not actually bad. Because it's a boss monster with protection, which... that's decent. It becomes big. Giant Axe Mummy. Lanciforincus. Another copy of that. Esper Girl and Ritual Sealing. If this banish card is special summon, banish the top card of your deck face down. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add the card that was banished by this card's effect to the hand. Okay. Silly. That's pretty silly. Sky Scout and Spring of Rebirth. Okay. So, let's do some thinking here. I think I put it in here. I mean, I might not have put it in there because it didn't have much use to me back then. So let's go and just search up a rank 4 Xyz Cybers, right? This guy. I should probably go and favorite it. So, if this card is Xyz summon, you can add one Cyberse Ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Which, that Libromancer card is a Cyberse Ritual monster. You can detach one material from this card, Ritual summon one Ritual monster from your hand by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed its level. We could summon it with that. I mean, that's not that bad. That actually gives me another end board. It's not just going to be redo or pass. Although it does cost me a bit, right? I haven't used, like, Utopia ever, frankly. But I kind of don't want to take it out because it's my second copy of a card. It's my second card with a 2500 stat line, right? I'm not sure. I guess the other issue is that, yeah, this sounds neat, but it's also a 12.5% chance I just brick on that stupid ritual. Right? That's also quite possible. And while the card has a lot of protection, it still can't do anything about, like, any high... It still can't do anything about, like, a beat stick, right? If my opponent just has, like, a fucking Blue Eyes on the field, I still can't do anything about it. And then if I had to use a monster in the field for the protection, too, which is also the downside. So, like, as neat as this could be, like, maybe if I got this before I got Avramax, I would have considered it, honestly. Because it's, like, actually an end board piece with protection and can get to high attack, but... like, Avramax can basically do the same thing, right? But it has protection and can get to high attack. So, I don't think I'm actually going to do it, no. Because, like, thinking about it, I'm just going to brick on that card. And, like, yeah, I could still ritual summon it out, but then, like, I still just... I'm still gonna... What are you doing, Ranked? Why are you kicking me out of the duel screen? What are you doing, game? Why do you not want me to duel? Let me duel, you stupid game! What the hell is that? Okay. Each time I try to duel, it just fucking kicks me out of it for no reason. But anyway, like I was saying, like, it's still just a 12.5% chance I break on it. Like, it's like the most garnet of garnets, right? Like, you never want to actually draw it. And Jesus Christ, what is this hand? I guess this is a workable hand, but still, like... like, Wanku and the Floodgates are gonna carry it pretty hard. And Starlight Road, too, also, to be fair, since it's also just gonna protect everything. Like, this is also a Garnet we don't want to draw. That's also the other reason I thought it's probably good if I do run the continuous spell, because then I could just get rid of this in certain scenarios. I think the opponent is a bot. This is a 43 card deck, 3 card extra deck. Yeah, as neat as that idea sounds for running that card, I don't think it's gonna work out. I swear to God, if this guy has Evenly, after I just got Evenly last game. I'm pretty sure this is a bot, though. Okay, yeah. No Evenly. They're just passing their turn very slowly. Very slowly. They did nothing. They took like a full minute to do nothing. Alright. It's another card I can't summon out right now. The 5-turn clock with Wanku. If the bot is only going to skip their turn, they could at the very least make it just hit end turn instead of going through every single fucking phase. It's crazy I opened up 3 traps in this hand, though. I literally only have the 8 left in here. That works out. It's just above the threshold. I'm not going to bother to use the effect because it's just going to be a lower attack value. Alright, we should be able to win next turn. You'd think... Why would they not just make this bot hit the end phase button? Why does it have to click every single phase? That's so stupid. This bot is taking so long. God damn. It's literally sending the same card to the graveyard. That's funny. You know, just in case the bot has something stupid. You know what? Nah, that's fine. Just in case they have something stupid, we'll have another attack this way. Alright, that's a win. And we're back in plat, thank God. Hopefully, if it's anything like last season, it'll just be easier in plat. For plat 5, that is. Obviously, the higher plat levels are... The higher plat ranks are harder than gold is, but plat 5 usually feels a lot easier than gold is. The pack is shiny, we have an SR. Alright. Sylvan Hermitry. Well, I can finally search... Well, never mind. I have other cards I could search, but I could search this card off of the Rose Bell of Revelation card we got. Yeah. Whether or not it's a good card to search? Probably not. Rocket Synchron. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 5 or higher Dark Dragon in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense, negates effects, destroy it during the end phase. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Darks. Hazy's playing Manticore or second copy. Shinobird's Calling. It's the Shinobird spell, ritual spell. Toon Mask, if you control Toon World. Enough said. Wall of Thorns, when a plant type monster, you could... Okay, it's Mirror Force for plants. Dododo Witch. Did not know this card existed. When this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one Dododo monster from your hand in attack position or face down defense position. Except Dododo Witch. Okay. And for the SR, we have Fright for Sabretooth. One Fright for fusion monster plus one... No, plus Fluffle and or Edge Imp monsters. When this card is fusion summon, you can target one Fright for monster in your graveyard, special summon it. All Fright for monsters you control gain 400 attack. If this card was fusion summoned using 3 or more fusion materials, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay. Can't really make use of this. Nothing too usable there, sadly. The Dragon's Bead. Discard one card from your hand, negate the effect of a trap card that targets one face-up dragon monster. Nice. Gatekeeper. Okay. Oh, we have an SR. Okay. Our regular is Root Water, which is just a normal fish. Night Assailant. That's an old classic. Target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Flip effect. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, target one flip monster in your graveyard except Night Assailant. Add that target to your hand. Alright. Nothing too crazy. Nothing worth changing the deck for, in any case. Let's check our opponent's deck. 40 card deck, 6 card extra deck. 6 card extra deck is very odd. Ah, they're doing the FTK, that explains it. Can Book of Moon stop the FTK? Maybe. I think it can, potentially. Yeah, I think Book of Moon might be able to stop the FTK. It depends on what card they're running for the life gain part. If they are running the one that destroys, then the Book of Moon does work. If it's the one that tributes to gain life, then that doesn't work. So we have like a 50-50 shot here. If they're doing the trap that destroys and gains life, Book of Moon stops it. Otherwise, we're in trouble. It's funny, this is obviously a bot account, but they still have the frog accessory. And they still have the avatar here. Okay, we're gonna toggle on here. We're gonna wait for them first. Let's go. Okay. So they have the trap, so we're good, we're good. Because now it's gonna just go back to its original attack. Once it's set, it will just go back to its original attack. They gain 0 life points. And we'll be set. We can just beat them from there. Of course, they're probably just going to surrender, because that's usually what happens. They gain 0 life points. Okay. The bot was just hitting yes. Thank you. Thank you, bot. Well, I probably shouldn't have done that because that turned off Sage, but whatever. I mean, the bot's probably going to surrender now. Ikai surrendered? No, Zen. You got burned alive by Ra. How you doing, Zenbad? I'm fighting a bot right now, and the bot has no idea what it's doing. I stopped the FTK the bot was gonna do. Let's just go for Leo. Or, hold on, what's this say? If an Xyz monster is special summoned by the effect of a rank 10 or higher Utopia Xyz monster while this card is in the graveyard, you can target one of those special summon monsters and attach this card to it as material. They have 1 card in the extra deck, we're probably fine. Let's just go for damage. Plus I have an interrupt. I have 2 interrupts here, actually. I'm surprised the bot is still playing. They're just not surrendering. It's weird. Nika, first you let me get burned alive by God. Then you did nothing to get me to the hospital. Then bad. Zen, you don't need a hospital. You have willpower. Okay, now they surrender. Maybe it's not a bot. But like, even if he's not a bot, why would he not just surrender as soon as he failed to do the FTK? Okay, this is why there is a whole filler arc about how evil your family is. And your company is. But Zen, look at how many tree-born frogs I have. I wish I pulled Treeborn Frog on this account. That'd be pretty cool. Although at this point, I probably can't run it. Ah, Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior. Check this out. Look at this card, Mr. Zen. This is the retrain of Breaker the Magical Warrior. If this card is normal summon, place 2 spell counters on it. If this card is Pendulum summon, place 3 spell counters on it. Gains 400 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove 1 spell counter from this card, then target 1 spell/slot trap on the field, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior once per turn. Or I shouldn't have saved you. But Zen. Horse. There's some context I'm missing. Breaker attack him again, yeah. Prank Kids Lampsies. Don't have enough Prank Kids cards. Marina, Princess of Sunflowers, Destruction Swordsman Fusion. Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Or, Curse of Horse, the Cursed Horse. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 spell/slot trap from your deck to your hand that specifically lists the card Gaia the Dragon Champion in its text. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Gaia the Dragon Champion in your monster zone. Negate the effects of face-up monsters your opponent currently controls with an attack less than or equal to it until the end of this turn. Well, you got Rena? I guess so. Sure, she's Rena. Dragon Maid Ernest. Destroyer Saurus. Also, there's no context you're missing, Yiggy. It's fine. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Things. It's all just Yu-Gi-Oh! Things. For the SR, we got our second copy of Labyrinth. Of course we did. Nice. Of course we got the second copy of Labyrinth. Yeah. I have 2 copies of Labyrinth, and no Labyrinth boss monsters, and no welcome Labyrinth to search the Labyrinth boss monster. Tragedy and Axe Raider. Meteor Rain and Chain Whirlwind. Activate only when a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. Select 2 spell/slot trap cards on the field and destroy them. Well, that's interesting, but most likely this is the card that's going to get destroyed first, so that's probably never going to come up. Yeah. Oh. God damn it. I accidentally dropped my phone. Why is there a cat in the crystal? That is such a weird accessory. Why is there a cat inside the crystal? Yug thing, so it's close to gibberish, I'd say. It's not gibberish. It all makes sense. Let's see here. Let's try to floodgate our opponent. I mean, I could... Yeah, let's just try to floodgate our opponent. It's probably gonna be fine. Yeah, I could use Buzzsaw Shark and then, like, go for Kraken, or I could go for a 2500 for Regenesis Warrior, but I think it's best if we just do that next turn. They're playing a 48 card deck, 15 card extra deck. We're gonna toggle on here. Okay. You can declare one card type, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck, and if you do, special summon this card if it's part of that type. Trap, too bad for you. But now you know. Okay. He just surrendered. Did he see the floodgate and he's like, oh, fuck that shit, I'm out of here. I guess he just saw the floodgate and just decided he didn't want to be part of it. Play Gate Guardian and do 18 flips on camera while rhyming? No, Zen. But funny thing is, though, Zen, there is new Gate Guardian cards. I could show you them. I think I even have one. I actually have the original Gate Guardian, but they have... Let's see here. They have new Gate Guardian cards like this. Gate Guardians combined. They have Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind. They have Gate Guardian of Wind and Water. And Gate Guardian of Water and Thunder. Okay, this is gibberish. It's not that gibberish. They also have Ryoku Guardian. And they also have Double Attack, Wind and Thunder. No, this is Igirish. Igirish, yeah. Anyway, let's go get that pack. The funny thing is, then, if I got enough of the new Gate Guardian cards, I probably would play Gate Guardian. Dragon Maid Welcome, which I think is Dragon Maid specific. Yes, it is. DD Survivor is interesting. Because you could, in theory, make a deck very focused on banishing cards, and then this guy just comes back like he's Treeborn Frog. Also, I knew Ika before he became the antagonist, that's why I had the VIP badge. Yeah. And no, Zen, I'm not an antagonist. Link Infra Flyer. You can special summon this card from your hand to your zone of Link monster points to. Okay. Kenju Lumoon. Nice. During your main phase, you can add one face of Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand and destroy this card. So it has to have Pendulum in the name, I suppose. And that's this Pendulum effect. During your main phase, you can add up to 2 face of Pendulum monsters from your extra deck to your hand, with levels between the Pendulum scales of the 2 cards in your pen zones. Also, for the rest of this turn, until you Pendulum summon, you cannot activate monster effects, and the effects of any cards in your pen zones are negated. Okay. It's interesting. Oh, Dragon Pit Magician's actually good for us, because we have the card that searches the Magician Pendulums. Once per turn, if you have a Magician card in your other Pendulum zone, you can discard 1 Pendulum monster, then target 1 spell/slash trap on the field, destroy it. Not bad. Gishki Photo Mirror, ritual spell for Gishki. Retaliating Sea is actually... It's actually pretty good for this meta. Yeah, this card's not bad for this meta. When your opponent activates a spell card that includes an effect that special summons a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way while this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Earth Insect monster with 1500 or less attack to your hand except for Retaliating Sea. So this can search Maxi, funny enough. I mean, let's think about this. So let's say my opponent activates Mitsurugi Ritual, right? And then I do Retaliating Sea. This comes out. Their monsters get banished. So I don't think they get the effects off then. off the banished monsters, but they still get their big, stupid guy out. If it does count as them being tributed still, they would still get the effects off. So then they could still probably get the ritual spell back and then summon out the other guy. In which case, I'm still having the same issue, just that they don't have extra, like, bodies on the field, right? They don't have, like, the small level 4 bodies on the field, just the big ones, which is still probably too big of an issue for me, yeah. So, like, I could run this, but it's probably not going to make a difference anyway. Mementotlan Goblin, which I think is our third copy of that. I mean, I could run this. I mean, it is level 4. Like, the level works with the deck. I guess we can run it instead of Electromagnetic Turtle. Yeah, we could do that. Because, like, the turtle isn't going to do anything, really, most of the time. But this could slow down some decks. Yeah, let's go try that out. Let's take out Electromagnetic Turtle. And we're going to put in Retaliating Sea, and that... We'll see if that works out. Spirit of the Pile of Greed, DD Trainer. Both of those suck. Burglar, I think that's my third copy. And Meteor Black Dragon. Look, Zen, it's your favorite card. Red Eyes Black Dragon plus Meteor Dragon. Alright. I could also... I need to check if I have any targets for Retaliating Sea, because they can add another card. Like, they might have a way to take care of this card, and then... It would be nice if it replaces itself. Worn Earth insect monster with 1500 or less attack. Okay. I guess technically it could be a non-effect, but we should get an effect monster. Insect, Earth. 1500 on the high end. 0. So here's the cards it could search. I mean, Infinite Antline's a good card. And there's Flying Sea, but that's not gonna do much. Goki Pull. Not something we'd use. Yeah, most of these aren't really anything we'd use. Oh wait, did I take out the turtle from this already? Oh, I already did. I already took out the turtle from this deck. In that case, do I even run it? Yeah, in that case, I don't think I even run it. Yeah, I already cut the turtle out, so I don't have, like, anything else to cut. Alright. Like, I could still run a Retaliating Seed, but then, like, eh. The issue really is that The issue I have with a lot of hand traps is that most of the time, all they do is slow down the opponent. They don't actually take care of issues. And, like, there are some hand traps that do take care of issues, like Nibiru is just a board wipe. That's why it's one of my favorite, like, hand traps ever. Same for Ghost Ogre. She is 1-for-1 removal. She doesn't negate the effect, but still, if you use her smartly, you can get rid of a body and basically negate the effect at the same time. Alright. Let's see. Let's go do this. I feel like they have Ash. But I'm still gonna go for this. Nah, that sucks, but the effect still goes through at least. They put in defense. Okay. Okay. Imperm, okay. Kind of a waste of an Imperm. All I'm doing is lowering the attack or slash defense. Oh, it's actually just the attack. Oh, this guy's playing like the hand trap only deck. That's kind of fun. Maybe his other card's an Imperm then. Centurion. Interesting, okay. Guess we're just gonna attack. For 1k. He's gonna add a card during end phase. We're gonna go ahead and set these two. Oh no, I don't want to put that there. Put this here. I do have the life point advantage, which does matter quite a bit for Clashing Souls. Bestial Lubellion. Spell Wall. During this turn, no summon of a spellcaster-type monster can be negated, and when a spellcaster-type monster is summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Okay. We have Druid Swarm. Okay, they're just banishing everything in my graveyard. Whatever. Distributed for Lubellion. In defense position. I guess that is special summoned. Fair enough. That really sucks. I can't do Redoer then. That's just gonna kill Redoer. Are you a tuner? You're not a tuner. Oh, but you can get a tuner. Yep. There's their tuner. Okay. I think I probably lost here. I mean, I could have waited it out, I suppose, because I did have Clash of Souls, but he probably was going to get an Omni Negate out, and then I just kind of lose to that. You know, I was hoping to try out the Ogdoadic engine I put in the deck here. But each time my opponent has just had Maxi, they've had Ash. They have like everything to stop it from going off. I could try it again here. Let's see if they got Ash. They don't. Surprising. Go ahead, activate this. Watch them have a ghost spell now. No? Okay. Activate. Special summon you. Grab me the spell. I could go into Avermax. I could also just go for 2500, so I have that online. Dimensional Barrier as well. Could save this for another turn or something, yeah. Actually, no, we wouldn't have Regenesis Warrior. We would not have that. Oh, thank you for the resubscribe, Notto.
Dopey B. Hagrid.
If I can't make a 2500, then should probably just go for an Avermax play here. They chose to go second, which is suspicious. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. Now, if I'm right, I can do this. And then reborn you. Yeah, right, because you got banished. That's fine. That's fine. Then we can Scion. This is actually the first time I've went for Avermax turn 1. We're going to do this. See if he has any response, which, I mean, he would have had something by now if he had something. We'll go for Pentastag. And then we'll make Avermax, and hopefully that's good enough. Like, I could have made it Redoer, but I wanted to see how this goes. Because if I just made Redoer and they do, like... I guess if they are doing, like, Tenpai, then Redoer isn't that bad either. I also need to toggle on here. I'm assuming it's Tenpai, so I'm gonna call Synchro. It's King Sarcophagus. Are you serious? Okay. I mean, that's usually XZs, XYZ. Thankfully, they only had the one Lightning Storm. They only had the one Board Breaker, basically. But I think once per turn at the start of the damage step, if your horse monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send that. We just lose to that anyway. Maybe I should have just went for Redoer. But you know, I wanted to go for the thing. I wanted to go for the thing, goddammit. You know, mate, he had 2 lava golems. Jesus. He had 2 lava golems and 2 lightning storms. Okay, if I went for Redoer, I actually would have been pretty bad off, because if I had done that, he would have just fucking lava golemed me. So I guess it was gonna be the same result either way, frankly. Jesus. Look at this hand he had. 2 lava golems, 2 lightning storms, and 2 king sarcophaguses. Okay, just make a bunch of rank 8s that, like, don't do anything crazy, and we'll be fine. Okay, we're dead. We're dead. You know what? Just go through with it. Okay, let's see. If we take this off, let me read all these real quick. He can draw. Okay, that's pretty terrifying. Okay, yeah, we have to take out this. This one would be a draw 3, which is... yeah, we can't let that happen. And that will let us survive by 100 life points. I mean, we probably still lose anyway. So I'm just gonna surrender. Yeah, I guess either way we were just gonna lose, because they had Lava Golem. Which, if I went for Redoer, I would have had 2 bodies on the field. And I went for Avermax, so it didn't really make a difference. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with this. This does conflict with the deck now. Maybe I take out the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. And like I put back Enclosed Forest and Foolish Return. I might just do that. Because as good as this is, it's starting to conflict with the deck quite a lot. We'll go to activate this. If they have Ash... Actually, no, I should have summoned this first. Okay, well, they got nothing anyway. They have... Okay. They have that. Good set and set. We're gonna toggle on as soon as we hit the main phase. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna change Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Yeah, that's the thing. This Shadow Imprisoning Mirror is so good. Like, even though it's starting to conflict with the deck a bit, I still feel like I can't not run it. Okay. Let's see here. They want to send a fairy. Ah, fuck it. Go ahead. I'm probably gonna lose. This deck is... Even after it's been limited like this, it's still stupid strong. I think I have to negate this one. Now he's got full Fiendsmith combo. Okay, we've lost. Yeah, we've lost here. I'm not sure about the mirrors. Like... Like, yeah, they're good, but... I have a lot of darks in the deck now. Like, quite a lot. Like, if we look at the main deck, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them now. Actually, 6. I missed out Chrono Quarter. Yeah, we have 6 now. I might want to go down to 1 mirror. And there's also some cases where I just have 2 mirrors and where I just top deck 2 mirrors in the same duel, which is, it's rare, but it happens. Maybe I just go down to 1 mirror. And then I grab... I mean, Closed Forest can completely shut down some decks, so I think we will do that. It doesn't hit me whatsoever. So let's go ahead and add back in Closed Forest. Like, yeah, it's not that great for this meta, but... I feel like this has a lot more value compared to something like Foolish Return, which is just a one-time, like, interrupt, right? Let's try this out. Well, this hand makes Kraken, but we're going second. I see King's Sarcophagus, like, everywhere now. It feels like. Sequence. Can't be targeted. Annoying. Can't be targeted. Gains attack. We probably lost here. I should probably just surrender and get out of here. I've lost a lot of coin flips today. Kind of crazy. I feel like I've only won like 3 coin flips today. If I were going first with this hand, I'd probably make Kragan with Gozen Match, which is really strong. Is this like the first time I've been against Blue Eyes and they just hard drew the Mausoleum? And they bricked, actually. That's actually really good. I think I just make Kragan and back it up with the Gozen Match, yeah. I mean, he has something. He's thinking on it real hard. Wow. Yay. Well, there goes that plan. Okay. That's like my entire turn. If I don't have Kragan, I try to use the Gozen Match more like an interrupt. Oh, they just... Okay, they surrendered. I mean, I'll take it. 4 Legacy Pack tickets is not bad. Radiant Fluorescence. When this card is normal summoned while your opponent controls a monster, you can discard 1 card. Send any number of Radiant Fluorescence from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn, if this card is in your graveyard, you can make this card in the graveyard become dark. Okay. That does like nothing. If you control a Raid Raptor monster other than Raid Raptor Fuzzy Lanius, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Raid Raptor Fuzzy Lanius from your deck to your hand. I mean, if I have multiples of this, it's pretty good. I don't have multiples. You can only use each effective Raid Raptor Fuzzy Lanius once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of this card's effects, except Raid Raptor monster. Okay. Another Mecha Phantom Beast on Karuda. Execute protocols. During each battle phase, you can banish 1 Dark Link monster from your graveyard. Then target 1 Boral monster you control until the end of this turn. It gains attack equal to the attack of the monster banished. Okay. Toon Summon Skull, Shiranui Swordmaster. I'm not going to bother reading the Toon Summon Skull. If this card is in your graveyard, you control 2 or more Shiranuis with different names. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is banished, you can target one zombie monster you control, gain 600 attack. Degen Force should be one level 4 or higher dinosaur type monster. Special summon 2 level 3 or lower reptile monsters from your hand and or graveyard. That's kind of funny flavor wise, but not that useful. Another copy of Trickstar Volchica. Okay. Nothing too good there. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Stygian Street Patrol. This card... It's okay. There's nothing that crazy. Perform a power card Gardener. Pendulum Effect. Actually, this just sucks overall, but it is a high scale, so I might play it just because of that. Psy Station and Cloudian Poison Cloud. I've got to check the typing on that card, because the typing on that could matter too. Telekinetic Charging Cell. It's a Psychic Equip spell. It's an equip spell that supports Psychics, rather. This card sucks. Raimundos of the Red Sword. And Ceremonial Bell. They both suck. Okay, what's the typing on this? This is a Rock Pendulum, okay. Rock Pendulum effect. Not that useful. Our opponent is Snake Mose. We're going second. That's bad. We drew the Naya with the curse, which pretty unlucky. And opponent's playing Fire Kings. I don't think I win against Fire Kings, because all these cards just go plus if I destroy them, and I don't have any easy way to remove these cards aside from destruction. Yeah. I think we're just fucked. I think we're just screwed. They're gonna just go plus every time we try to remove one of their threats. Ugh. Dark Magician, okay. You know, you'd think you'd see them at least open up with a normal summon first. But no, they just went all into fucking Dark Magicians, yeah. Golden Sarcophagus. Okay. I guess that's why they went for this. What do they add? Dark Magician. Okay. If it's destroyed by card effect. Okay. I have a funny idea. What if I took their Dark Magicians? What if I did that, huh? What if I did that? Yeah, we want to put this here then, yes. What if I took your guy? What if I took him? You know, what if I just took him? What if I just took him? What if? Here, you can have this little guy. I mean, this card lets me draw cards, which is neat. Or I could just link it off now. I mean, I could Book of Moon his other guy there. Let's go put this here for now. And Goldfish, we could just put wherever. Fuck it, here. I could go for Deco Talker Extended. And then kill that. I could do that. Do I? Make him clear both of this way anyway, so let's just keep it. Let's just keep it this way, sure. And the only thing I'm worried about... if he's got Mirror Force or something stupid... which I feel like he does. I feel like he does. Oh yeah, look at the size of his deck and his extra deck. He's got to be playing something stupid. He's got to be playing Mirror Force. Okay, I had to go for this then. My instinct is screaming at me he's playing Mirror Force. So let's just get that out of here before it's considered destroyed. I mean, I could have drawn a card. Maybe I should have, but eh. Actually, I should have done that. I could have just activated this. That was stupid. I should have done that. That was literally a free draw. Okay, activate your Mirror Force. He had Mirror Force. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I actually should have booked this. I was even thinking of doing that. Yeah. I actually should have booked it. I mean, at this point, he's going to draw another card. He's going to go plus. He's going to do a bunch of things. I think let's just surrender. I misplayed here. I misplayed. At the very minimum, I should have used Ogdoadic Calling or whatever it's called, just so I could draw a card. And there's honestly a good reason I should have set the Dark Magician too, because I know that archetype plays around with a lot of cards that say, like, oh, if you control this card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus, or if you control that card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus, then this effect becomes online, right? So, like, I should have done that. I should have done that better. Alright. Max C, huh? Okay. You know what? No, I don't have to play into your Max C. This will do. Let's see what you're playing. Atlantean. Okay, let me look at the related cards first, you stupid game. So, they do Xyz summoning and Link summoning. Let me also check the deck on Master Duel. Meta. Why is it not loading? Okay. Yes. I either call it Synchro or Xyz. It's Mermail. This is Atlantean. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait for him to put some bodies out. Level 3 and level 3. Okay. Yeah, it's still best if I wait, because he has multiple options here. His deck is flexible like that. Man, I hate Maxi. Maxi is just so fucking tilting. They just plop it down on you, you can't even fucking play your turn without them going at a minimum pot of greed on you. Oh, now you're gonna hand rip me, huh, you asshole. Okay, you asshole. Probably the Regenesis Warrior, I imagine. The Tin Goldfish, huh? That was the true threat. Okay. I guess it's only temporary. level 8. This card's so annoying. At least that comes back. They just fucking hand rip you for 1 billion and then you can't do anything. They have 2 7s on the field. Okay. I'll go ahead and call Xyz. We probably already lost already. He already fucking hand ripped me for 2. Like, that's fucking game break. That's literally game winning on its own. Let's go and just get out of here. Like, there's so little I can do against fucking Max C. I hope they just ban the card one day, but I know they're not going to. I don't know why the OCG is so addicted to Max C. Like, the Fuelos cards are good enough. Like, they have their issues too. Don't get me wrong. Okay, let's go for Ellis and Dragon's Mind. Hopefully they don't have Feather Duster. Otherwise, we just cry. Dream Shark. Man, I've been seeing so many Tearlaments players today, jeez. Are they just playing it to like mill? What even is this deck? This is zombies with waters, with sharks and Tearlaments? What kind of crazy deck is this? Now, we're gonna go for this, I suppose. Michaelis. I could just say fuck that. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck that. I mean, Close Force is also very good against zombies, thankfully, so since that does stop their zombie world. They normal summon, so if I just do this and banish it, he's kind of shit out of luck, isn't he? You can go into, like, SP Little Knight. Okay. Let's go. That was a clean win. I'm gonna check his deck. I bet he had Zombie World, and that Close Force was actually, like... Actually probably helped us win that one, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think this is probably good. Like, let's see here. Where's the Zombie World? Yeah, he's got 2 Zombie Worlds. Yeah. He's got 2 zombie worlds, he's got 2 Ballard rocks, so like we basically turn off these cards here. And where's the card that like places zombie world? He's not running her? He's not running the zombie girl that plays. Oh no, he is. Here she is. Yeah, yeah. So we turn off those cards there, basically. But yeah, yeah. I think it's probably fair running one closed forest over one closed forest and one shadow imprisoning mirror instead of the 2 shadow imprisoning mirrors, because at this point the shadow imprisoning mirrors are starting to conflict with my deck. They are starting to conflict. So I think it's fair if I lower the count. Like, it's still a really good card. But like, if I have a mirror and like a handful of darks, it's just gonna suck, right? So let me check, did I... I'll go ahead and open here, but let me actually check, did I actually hit the win button? Yeah, I did, okay. S-Art. Pteranodon. Sorry. If this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon when level 4 or higher dinosaur monster from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. That lets me get the good dinosaur cards I've gotten. That actually lets me summon them. That just summons them straight from the deck. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. But I still don't have enough consistency for this. Yeah. Because I have like 1 Fire King Island, which could work. I have like the level 6 tuner dinosaur that can destroy dinosaurs. I have the ultimate conductor Tyranno dinosaur, which does work with that. But like that's still like, that's not even like 6 cards. That's not enough to make it work. Pindangle Angel. Oh, it's you. Mitsurugi no Mikoto Kusanagi. Well, I mean, this is the only one we have, so it's not like I can do anything with it, so I don't know why I'm saying well for. Laval Warrior. That does nothing. Ancient Gear Hunting Hound. I mean, that's like the only Ancient Gear I have. I have like, I guess a few others, but yeah. Altergeist Conquery. This is just a hand trap for Altergeist. We just saw this guy, didn't we, basically? Poseidra, the Storming Atlantean. Well, you control a monster, except Poseidra, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. You can send one other water monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Atlantean or Mermaid monster from your deck to the graveyard. And target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Is that... Oh, it's pretty good, but... we just don't have enough cards to make use of that. Wow, look at this card. Corridor of Agony. Monsters that were special summoned from the main deck cannot activate their effects. Their effects are negated, and they cannot declare an attack as long as they remain face-up on the field. That's actually... Huh. That's not bad. That's not bad. Because the only time I special summon from the deck is with Buzzsaw Shark, but I don't even use the effects of the monsters. I think Buzzsaw Shark summons them out with the effects negated. So, like, this actually stops a lot of combos. Yeah, that actually stops a lot of combos. Like, most of the time, they're not going to end on the monster from the deck unless they're playing, like, Labyrinth or something. But, like, this does help with Labyrinth, too, to be fair. This helps with Labyrinth. And, like, Eldritch, I suppose... Well, no, normally they add the Eldritch guy to the hand and then they summon him that way. Like, the main boss monster this would help against is Labyrinth. But this also just kind of really... This really stops and, like, makes a lot of combos a lot harder to pull off. Like, this actually hinders Mitsurugi quite a bit, doesn't it? Let me think. Oh, I guess this doesn't actually, because they get tributed and they still activate their effects, which... I guess it does stop the one that gets summoned from the deck, so that does kind of help. I might play this instead of the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror now, because, like, this... That's actually not bad, yeah. Because that's not going to do anything to me at all. Well, the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror does still conflict with parts of my deck. And, like, against certain decks, that really just shuts them down. Rampaging Rhinos and Monk Fighter both suck. Tyhone number 2 and Prodigious Puppeteer. Okay. Nothing that useful. Yeah, I think I honestly do switch out Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for that. Well, I guess the other thing it does stop is that it does stop Condemned Witch, right? Yeah, it does do that, unfortunately. Yeah, that does stop Witch. I mean, Mirror stops Witch too, to be fair. Let's see, Shark, how's this work, right? It cannot activate its effects this turn, yeah. And if it's defense position, it can't attack, obviously, so... That doesn't do anything for Buzzsaw Shark. I guess it does negate Husper Rocket, which does actually kind of suck a bit. I forgot about that. So that stops Tusper Rocket, that stops Globe into Tusper Rocket, that stops Witch. Yeah. I mean, Witch is something I do have in hand pretty often, so then that's not that great. Yeah, their effects are negated. So then... Paragon just does nothing. If it said they cannot activate their effects, that wouldn't be an issue, but then it says here explicitly that their effects are negated, so that means this is just nothing. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Alright, I want to get one more win, and that's probably going to be it for today. Okay. We have Buzzsaw Shark. But I have Dragon's Mind, so what I could do here... Like, go for Sage. Scoop. Okay, they'll just scoop. Maybe they thought I was the bot that does the crooked cook. They probably thought I was the crooked cook bot. Maybe that's what they thought, huh? I don't see why you'd scoop to seeing Buzzsaw Shark otherwise. They're playing Malice. I mean, it's 60 card Malice. This is like super bricky Malice here. Playing stuff like Code Hack of all things. I suppose they could have also just been mega bricked as well. Jesus Christ. This is like... This is certainly a list, jeez. Alright, well... That's gonna be the last duel. Let me go buy a pack, and then let's see what we get. Okay. Shiny. Might be an SR, might not be. Never know. We did get an SR. Sky Striker Maneuver, Jamming Waves. I mean, it's back removal. Back removal. Gizmic Yada. Lets you get an extra normal summon. Yeah, basically. Dynamist Aaron. If another Dynamist card you control be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add one Dynamist card from your deck to your hand. That's not bad, but it's nothing too great either. Infestation Terminus. This is Elswarm support. Morphtronic Repair Unit, Morphtronic support. Rank up Magic Revolution Force. It's Raid Raptor. The Raid Raptor rank up spell. Bee Trooper Squad. Interesting. I mean, be one non-token insect monster, special summon up to one Bee Trooper token for every 1,000 original attack of that attributed monster. Not that great, but technically generic. Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. When a spellless trap card or monster effect is activated while both a Gravekeeper's monster and a Necro Valley are on the field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Yeah. So, we're not going to use that. We don't even have Necro Valley. Guard Dog and Marshmallow Glasses. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Is there anybody to raid on Twitch? I guess I could, yeah. Alright. Well, that's going to be the end for the YouTube video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a nice night. Bye-bye.